What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back and thanks for joining me again. As I had mentioned in the last couple of videos, I had been taking some CBD oil and I wanted to give that a shot. And I mentioned that it had been working out for me a little bit, but I haven't really gone in full detail, so I wanted to do that with you today. So as you all know, I have liver cirrhosis and I have a significantly enlarged spleen. The biggest side effect of cirrhosis, that what plagues me the most, is the constant fatigue and just extreme fatigue, never having any energy, not being able to do anything, wanting to lay in bed all the time, as I complain about quite a bit here on this channel. So a couple months ago, I was going into the Trader Joe's to get some goat's milk. It's a little local health food grocery store type thing. And when I'm coming out of there, there was this booth set up with some company. I don't remember the brand. I wish I did, because the stuff was really good. But this brand was promoting their CBD oil, and they were giving free samples out in front of the store. And I was like, screw it. I was on my way to work. I hadn't been feeling well. I hadn't been sleeping well at all. I don't think I slept at all the night before, and was really worried how I was going to make it through the day. So I was just kind of like, screw it, I'll try anything at this point. So long story short, the day went pretty well, and I was really surprised that it went so well. Not just because of the way I was feeling, but just because that store is so ridiculously busy all the time. And it was a Saturday, and it was one of the first like sunny, warm days of the year. And so it was just madness. We were constantly slammed, lying out the door. And Saturdays in general are just rough days to begin with. Not to mention they were my only 8-hour day. Normally I would just go in for 4 hours and try to make it. On Saturdays they needed me 8 hours. So normally it would have been a pretty brutal day. Plus, on top of just being sleep deprived and being exhausted and not knowing if I could work anymore, I was about ready to quit, because I couldn't hang anymore, and I was kind of at the breaking point, and I was desperate, and that's why I tried the CBD. But despite being sleep deprived, the CBD oil, I was awake, I was alert, I had energy, I felt good. I didn't have energy like I drank an energy drink and kind of felt wiry and was capable of functioning because of it. Like, I just felt healthy and had a healthy energy. And it totally took me by surprise. I was not expecting the CBD oil to work so well. I also I had no stress. I had no anxiety. It was a madhouse that day. Normally I'd be like stressed out, and the brain fog would just kick in and I wouldn't be able to function. I didn't have any brain fog, but I felt great, and I was just totally shocked. And so I was like, okay, I need to find a way to get some CBD. I'm new to this. I didn't really know how to go about getting it. But so I looked up online, and I got some stuff online. I didn't really know what to pick. There's a million brands out there, and with the new laws kind of making it, I'm pretty sure it's like federally legal, not a problem no matter what state you live in now. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. Find out if you can take the stuff in your state or not. I'm pretty sure you can. So I ended up deciding on this stuff called CBD MD, and I it in the mail, and it took a while. It took like 7 business days or something for it to come in. And I tried it out, and it was working. It was like a miracle drug. I couldn't complain about anything. I felt great all the time. I was up, I was moving, I was ready to work, I was ready to clean the house, do any kind of errands I had to do. I felt great. There was no health issues involved at all, at least for the first couple of weeks. I should mention that I also found some stuff locally as well. Like, I just happened to go into the Temple Records here, and they're selling CBD. Like, the stuff is everywhere. It's the new craze, and there's good reason for it, apparently, because if it can make me feel better, then it must be making a lot of people feel better. It must be helping a lot of people. But as Star Trek taught us all good things must come to an end, and eventually it all caught up with me. I went from Feeling amazing, like I've been saying, can handle anything in front of me, feeling like my old self for the first time since before, I got sick. And just like immediately overnight, that stopped. Like, and then I was sicker and more fatigued than I had ever been. I laid in bed for a day or two thinking it had passed, because that's usually kind of what it is if I push myself too hard. Just get a lot of rest, you'll start coming around and start feeling better. But a day or two turned into 3 or 4, missed a couple of days of work. Next thing you know, it had been 2 weeks and my phone was busted, so I couldn't even call my job. I mean, I guess if I really wanted to, I could have gotten in contact, but I didn't even care. I just laid in bed. 2 weeks had gone by, didn't go to work, didn't call anybody, completely exhausted. So basically what I think happened was that it was helping like quite a bit. It helped my fatigue, it helped, you know, my energy levels, feeling sick all the time. It gave me the ability to do what I needed to do to function. But I also think that it was just masking a lot of the symptoms. Like, I'm still sick. The CBD oil is helping, but it's not curing the cirrhosis of the liver. It's not curing the fact that I have a compromised immune system. So it kind of masked the effects to where I was thinking, oh, okay, I'm better now. I can do whatever I need to do, and then that's the end of my cirrhosis story. I'm fine now because I take CBD oil, because it's really what I wanted it to be. You felt great for the first time in so long. You're like, yes, let's just be done with this whole illness thing. But sadly, that wasn't the case. So I'm still going to be taking the CBD oil. It does help. I just also have to be mindful of how it masks. Like, I'm still sick. Like, okay, yeah, you feel great, but still take it easy a little bit. You can do what you got to do, but don't forget to rest. Don't think that, I'm not Superman, I'm not invincible. I just do have an illness, whether I notice it all the time or not, through the CBD oil, and I have to be aware of that. But I'm definitely going to continue to take it. It definitely helps me out. I hadn't been taking it as much just because I crashed and burned, and it didn't seem like it was doing me any good. But as I'm trying to pull myself out of this funk, get back into a good habit of drinking goat's milk and taking the CBD oil, hopefully I can start feeling better, but take it a little bit easier and not push myself too hard. But I'm going to go ahead and end it here. This video is starting to run on a little bit. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. And that's my CBD story. That's where I'm at. And I'm going to continue to keep taking it. Let me know if you've taken it before, if something you're curious about as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Peace.